Welcome, true believers. Very excited about this. Marvel fans, we have an abundance of riches, and we're going an embarrassment of riches. Yes, let's all watch now. This will be a TV series on Disney Plus, and it's Ms. Marvel. Let's take a look at the trailer. All right, let's see how this goes. Right away, it gives you right away the idea of what this is all about.
She's a dreamer.
Okay, so first off, I just want to say, I get it.
You get what?
High school.
Also, you can't go wrong with the weekend.
Mala.
Nope.
Another adventure shirt. Cute. She thinks I'm some kind of weirdo.
I love that they have her
Boys.
imagination and stuff like the hearts and everything
You're kind of on my
in the
shirt.
screen too.
Well, it evokes that Into the Spider-Verse kind of style, which I think is great.
Yeah.
Plus, who didn't do that when they were a teenager every time they left their house?
Exactly.
I did.
Really? What, like,
Do I have to figure out my whole future before lunch, or is it like
Existential teen future
either
dread.
right? I spend too much time in Fantasyland.
That is not you.
There she is. We're in her
Just
Captain
cosplay.
Marvel
It's
outfit.
not really the brown girls from Jersey City who save the world.
Brown girls from Jersey
That's
City.
fantasy too.
So they
we don't
have
No,
they've
why?
gotten rid of the Terrigen mist,
Yep.
and now it's
Yeah.
cool cuffs.
what does it feel
Well,
like?
they call the cosmic bands, I think,
Yeah.
in the comic books.
I always
if they're the
thought
same
I
thing.
wanted this kind of life, but I never imagined any of this.
Do you even know what you are?
See, I'm biggin'. Look, she
fist.
biggin'
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
I don't know what nerds are talking about.
It's not flesh
Yeah.
colored. It's not her actual skin.
What was the thing?
That looks cool. Kids are gonna love it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
kids are totally going to dig this.
And that looks like the comic book cover.
Yeah, we
That's
gotta,
right.
we gotta give them something to look forward to.
I don't understand why people are complaining about this because it
Because
doesn't
that's
tell
what we
you.
do now.
I guess it doesn't tell you enough about what changes, if there are changes. Maybe by the end of the series, she'll be the character powers that we know. I just don't think you can look at this and judge it harshly yet. What you can do, I think, is look at this and judge it positively because it looks like they got the core of the character right.
A lot of the hullabaloo that I've seen is because part of her like superpower set is she can like shapeshift, and at one point she goes around looking exactly like Captain Marvel. But then she, ultimately decides, to look like herself, which, any young girl, and especially any minority young girl, is going to feel like she's going to feel like she shouldn't look that way, period. And so a lot of the hullabaloo I have seen is over that fact. And I've just been telling people, like, look, they have to incorporate some kind of cosmic entity in order to tie it into Monica Rambeau and Captain Marvel because they have cosmic powers.
Well, what do we know about
Well,
the bands
and
that
that
she
was-
has on?
We don't know.
So,
we don't know anything
I was
about
just
the bands
looking that
yet.
up. If they're
'Cause
tied to Marvel comic stuff, they're gonna probably either be nega bands or quantum bands. And the nega bands,
I think quantum bands make sense.
yeah,
or
the quantum bands make
another
more
thing
sense
I have
than the
seen.
nega bands.
Another thing I have also seen is some kind of Kree technology because this can somehow tie into the upcoming Secret Invasion stuff, which I know the Secret Invasion is all about the Skrulls, but the Kree tech is everywhere.
Because again, it's my lack of familiarity with the character. I need to look into it. But those
Have
bands,
you not read the comics, Gary?
I've read just a few. I haven't read a lot.
You would love them. I honestly can say that.
I know I would. Like I said, my exposure to this character, I fell in love with her playing the Avengers game. But those bands, and this is just me, they look like something that Phastos from the Eternals would have invented.
Could be.
Maybe,
And
yeah.
maybe they're not running away from the Eternal stuff. Maybe they will, like, not pull in Inhumans and have this cast appearing in Star Trek series in 4 years.
Yeah, that would be a fun tie-in if it was something Festus
Yeah,
did.
I mean, it looks
Look
like
at the
something that he would
costume.
do. But yeah, look at that costume.
Yeah.
It's fun because, like, I'm in my 50s. I remember being a teenager very well. It was an awkward period of time. It's always an awkward period of time. But, like, being a teenager right now has got to be awful. right? Like
Yeah.
these kids have never had a moment of their lives where there was no internet. There's never a moment where they get away from anything. There's never a moment, like I remember when my kids were in high school and junior high school, bullying doesn't stay at school. It follows you
Nope.
home. And it's 24 hours now. And so yeah, I think it's important that kids have a teenage superhero that they can look up to. When we were kids, we had Shazam, right?
Oh yeah,
We
Billy
had-
Batson becomes Shazam. Yeah.
Yeah, we had our teenage superheroes. But we also came from a really simple time. So I'm
Well, we had Peter Parker. He was our teenage superhero. Yeah.
right.
This looks terrific. I don't know why you would judge it so negatively right away. I mean,
That's what we do now.
yeah.
We're just negative.
I just worry that that's maybe the nation's mindset these days, and I long for the days of some positivity.
They actually
Circle
built
Q.
the Circle Q. That's
Circle
it's
Q.
right out of the comic. Yep.
That's
So, and then
great.
there's also the importance, of course, of showing people of color. There's importance of
Yes.
showing people of a non-traditional American faith, because as we saw with Rey in Star Wars, if we give kids somebody that they can see themselves as,
Yeah,
that gives them a hero to emulate, right?
exactly. And I love that they're not shying
See, look,
away
she's
from.
stretched out to hell right
So,
there.
yeah, she
Yeah.
is.
If
So
you,
look-
I think maybe if you look closely, you can see where her actual feet end and the projection of a light body begins.
I think
Interesting.
you're right. I think you're right.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I love that they're not shying away from all of the great things about this character. I mean, the fact that there's an excellent
That's a
shot right
Cool
there
shot.
Yeah.
of some stretchiness going. Yeah,
It
that's
looks like she can walk on things, like create.
Like cosmic projections.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has
Yeah.
a bit of
Look at that. Look at
Green,
that.
a bit of Green Lantern
That's-
feel to it. And
I was
I'm-
gonna say
I'm up
that-
for that.
that's
Well,
the
and
comic book costume right there, isn't it?
It
And
is.
at
Yeah,
one
that's
point
straight
she's
from
got
the-
she's got a force field up.
Yeah.
Yep, force field. Yep, kind of Green Lantern-esque for sure.
Okay, that's cool.
I
That's
think
cool.
they've got the character down right there. I really do.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
we-
excited for this.
We've changed so many things. I mean, Sam Wilson doesn't have his ESP with birds in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
And we also need to recognize that this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not the Marvel comic book
Right.
universe.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, and I'm not trying to dump on the comic book character, but I always thought it was kind of weird that she was associated with Miss Marvel but had zero cosmic abilities. She was just stretchy, you know.
Well, she
was
got-
more
she
a
got-
fangirl.
She was
Yeah, she
I-
got
it's-
Ms.
it's
Marvel
just
because
because
she
she
was
was-
a fangirl.
right, and that's fine. But this, I feel like, has a better way of tying it in, because she still has the fangirl aspect of Miss Marvel, and her powers reflect more of the Miss Marvel style, family of abilities. And so
look
I
at
think
that.
this is a good choice.
Look
Yeah,
at
the
that.
costume's fantastic.
Yeah, look at that.
The costume looks so good. I wonder where she gets it.
Maybe she makes it. Does she
Maybe
make it?
she
In the, nope.
makes it.
Does she make it in the comic? I mean,
I think she
it's been a
did,
few
didn't
years.
she?
Well, I think she makes it in the comic, but it's really her costume in the comic is like leggings.
Well,
Right.
and it's that lightning bolt that Ms. Marvel had when
The
it
old-
was
the
Carol
old Carol
Danvers,
Danvers thing.
which that run of the comic I quite liked. So, yeah, I mean this
Yeah,
looks
there's force
terrific.
field.
I don't understand why you would instantly hate on this. And look, there was a great shot of her in her mask.
And like I get it, I'm a Marvel zombie, and I will probably defend everything they do.
I
But
do,
like,
yeah.
it still looks like it looks fun.
I don't know why you'd. Yeah.
Well, it's like Shannon said. I think that's kind of our default now. We just hate on things immediately. I would maybe posit that we could all try to have some fun.
Exactly.
Maybe I've thought about it.
Well, and
Yeah.
I would hate for the creators of this show to see this online stuff that's happening and go, "Oh, we better change things." I'm
I
like, "No,
think-
stick with your vision."
I
There's
think
a
they're
really
used to it.
there's a video that they released of the girl, I cannot remember her name, Ms. Marvel.
Kamala Khan.
Her watching the trailer,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got like a Thanos glove, and she's just like so excited, and she's like, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, I look like a child. I am a child." And then at the end, she's like, "Okay, she's there. She's released into the world for everyone." And I'm like, "Oh my god, I hope everyone's nice to you."
And on that note, I think we end there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely perfect place to end. All right. Thank you, all true believers. We'll see you again.